Buffalo's gonna win it, folks.
Kick your heels up and shout.
We've seen why the Buffalo Bills are en route to the playoffs.
Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout.
Buffalo Bills go undefeated. And we're going to the Super Bowl, yeah.
Now, baby. Come on, come on.
No one
Come on
circles the
and
wagon
shout.
like the Buffalo Bills.
All right, we are live, and we are back. Welcome to another episode of the Overdue Bills podcast. And we definitely have a lot to talk about. And before we do that, let me introduce the guys today. You know, we have our guy, your guy, Matt, a.k.a. Matty Ice. Matt, what's up, man?
Not much, man. You know, just happy we got one done. No, just happy to talk, happy to pod, happy to be back, man.
Absolutely. And Rad, he's here with us, aka All Purpose Rad. Rad, what's up, man?
What's good, man? Like Max said, man, 1 down, 3 to go. Let's get it.
Absolutely. And before we get into the show, let me shout out to Buffalo Fan Base and 26 Shirts. We appreciate the collab with them. And Matt, please let the people know who is sponsoring the show today.
Yeah, so this show and every other episode is brought to you by the good people at Buffalo Wing Kings. There's two things the guys here at the Overdue Bills podcast know. That's Bills football and that's wings. Our first choice and the best choice is Buffalo Wing Kings. Hey guys, it's football season, playoffs, definitely getting close to that big game, right? So we want to make sure that all your wing needs are getting met by a certain group of people, and that's definitely our guys over at Buffalo Wing Kings. Stop down and see them at 484 Elmwood Avenue, or give them a call at 716-248-1427. Find out why they say and we know they got the best wings in town, hands down. And make sure when you go in there or you call, you mention our name, the Overdue Bills podcast, get 10% off your order.
Shout out to Buffalo Wing Kings. Definitely appreciate them. And I just want to let everybody know, OverdueBillsPod.com, OverdueBillsPod.com. Please go to the website. Check us out. We got everything there for you, man. Merch, content, all those things, all those amazing things. And we want everybody to follow us on all our socials at Overdue Bills, podcasts, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all those amazing things. Like, share, rate, and review, and subscribe. All right. With that being said, let's get into the show today, man. Quick question of the day. I kind of want to start it off like this. I want to just ask this question. Last year, we had a coach on the Buffalo Bills football team that went off and became a successful head coach on another team, right? His name is Brian Dable. So I'm going to ask you guys this. This is a quick question today for everybody out there. Do we have another coach on our team that will go off and get another head coaching job this offseason? I'm going to just throw it out there. As it stands right now, if the season ended today, would we have that coordinator to leave a la Leslie Frazier or Ken Dorsey? And that's, you get where I'm going with that. So I'm going to go to you first, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, I think Leslie Frazier is definitely going to be in the conversation again. There's a lot of pretty good candidates out there right now. I know Sean Payton is like the most coveted one. He's been in talks with a few teams. But yeah, on our team, I think Leslie Frazier could go and coach somewhere else. He has been a head coach before in this league, and he is in the talks every year. So if someone were to go, I would say it would definitely be him.
Interesting. Rad, do you feel the same way?
I'm gonna say no. I hate to sound like this, be unfair to Leslie Frazier, but I don't see it. I feel like he gonna get the interviews potentially. I'm not saying he don't deserve it. I don't want to misconstrue what I'm saying. I think he's more so he's going to be the coordinator. He's our guy. And for the Bills, I think that's best case scenario. We got a guy that is locked in as a defensive coordinator. I think, maybe I'm being, wrong. Maybe I shouldn't think of it like that. But right now, the hot button, it looked like it's the hot young offensive guy. And, going into the season in the first 5-6 games, we thought it would be Ken Dorsey. And I'm not saying he hasn't, but I think, going for first year, quarterbacks coach, first year offensive coordinator to head coach. Now we've seen crazier jumps, but I don't think necessarily that's going to be his trajectory. I think he's got, time to go. I think he going to get interviews, obviously Carolina to Arizona to places like that, but I don't see them pulling the trigger on a Ken Dorsey yet. I think he got still a lot to prove, right? Because he got a Josh Allen, but Josh Allen haven't had his best year. He's in the MVP. So I think I don't think so. I think we gonna and it's not a bad thing for me. I don't care. I like it. I think we're gonna come back with the same coordinators we did this year, and we gonna I'm running back, so I'm fine with it. But my answer is no.
It's a no for me. Like it's an affirmative no. And if it is going to be somebody, it will be a Ken Dorsey. Like Ken Dorsey is definitely right, and we're gonna get into that later. But as far as Leslie Frazier is concerned, and I kind of wanted to ask this question because I kind of wanted to lead it towards the Bills versus Miami game, and we're gonna talk about that definitely in depth. Because when I had to take a step back, right? I had to take a step back, and I'm like, because I'm just looking at our defense, and it just seems so easy to move the ball on our defense, right? And granted, Leslie Frazier and Sean McDermott, those are two defensive teams. I'm just saying it is. Just in totality, if you look at the past couple of weeks, it's just like the Patriots moved the ball on our defense. The Patriots suck, but they did. They moved the ball on our defense. So when I looked at it, I said Tremaine Edmonds, Boogie Basham, Ebenezer, Shaq Lawson, Rousseau, Elam, Trey White. That's 7 top 60 picks in the NFL draft, right? We have 7 top 60 picks, meaning first, second round picks in the NFL draft, right? We have that on the defense. Call it whatever you want to call it. I mean, that you just nothing to sneeze at. I mean, teams cannot say that. I mean, not to mention a Milano who is coming to his own, who's been one of the best linebackers in the game. Not to mention a Poyer who has been a great, so that's 9 players. You know what I'm saying? 9 players, 9 talented players. That's all I'm saying. They're talented players, albeit whether they produce or not. Somebody said that they had the talent. My issue with it is that I don't know what Leslie Frazier's doing. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But I think his potential of being a head coach is over because the defense is actually regressing. It's actually not good anymore. Like I don't see a good defense when I look at our defense. I just see a situational, sometimes spotty defense, and that's problematic to me. And I kind of wanted to roll that in to our review of the game against Miami, right? And I want to go to Matt first. Matt, with that being said, can I get 2 takeaways from you considering what we saw? Right, I want to see 2 takeaways from you, considering what we saw yesterday.
Well, I think the biggest takeaway, despite it looking, I guess, like you can move the ball easy on us, the defense really did play well. I mean, if you look at the overall numbers, the total yardage, they gave up 42 yards rushing on the day. Skylar Thompson threw the ball 45 times for 220 yards. I mean, it was maybe a couple of chunk plays here and there, but the defense as a whole, I think that they were all right, except for, there were some very uncharacteristic Matt Milano plays where he missed tackles on third downs. But let's go back to the takeaways, to like the positive notes. The secondary, Trey's looking more confident. He's showing up in moments, and then Kyer Elam, I thought he stepped in and played confident as well. So that's if anything were a telltale sign of how the rest of the playoffs can go. I think if those guys are getting their confidence at the right time, we'll flourish the rest of the playoffs.
Interesting. Rad, do you have that same takeaway?
No, my biggest takeaway is obvious. Obviously, Josh Allen needs to take care of the ball more. Take care of the ball. And the 2 takeaways are going to be offensively. I know you had your whole thing about the defense, but I guess I agree with Matt. I don't think the defense for me was the hot button. It's the offense. Josh Allen turnovers and wide receivers dropping balls, right? So those 2 things change. We we win this game more definitively, right? Kyrie Elam drop, Dawson Knox dropped a touchdown, Josh Allen just throwing the ball up, 50-50 ball to John Brown. I mean, which like what I don't know, I don't understand that play. So I think those are the two takeaways where I just like, and I'm confident that that's not gonna always happen. I think Josh, gonna play a better game. I think the wide receiver is gonna catch the ball. I think they're gonna catch the ball. I think Dawson Knox gonna give that play again. He gonna catch that touchdown pass. I think the defense played well. I think the Dolphins capitalized on turnovers, special team stuff like that. So I think we it was an ugly game offensively, and I think we're gonna turn around. And I will say I am gonna throw him a little bill. I mean, playing a team 3 times in a season is always tough. It's always tough. That's always a tough thing. People always say that the Dolphins had confidence going into this game. They wasn't scared. It wasn't like the big bad Bills coming or nothing like that. They played tough. They played well, and we definitely played down to our competition. And we gave it away. We just gave certain things away. So I don't see that coming against the Bengals as we're gonna talk about it. I don't see that being the case there. So that's my takeaways.
Why do y'all think we played down to our competition? What showed you that we played down to our competition?
The mental mistakes, drop passes.
How is that playing down to your competition when they drop? If you drop passes, you're not good at catching the ball. That's not like what is the other? I don't understand. How is that playing down to your competition?
Because if you in high pressure situations, you catch the ball.
I mean, like what side? What? My only question is, what do we have to prove that? Like, where's the evidence to prove that these guys can do that? I'm just asking.
That they can do what?
You're saying people drop you're saying we had a rookie who dropped the pass. I didn't think that he was good enough to catch the pass. I'm just asking.
But you also didn't think Gabe Davis was good. And he came out and had a big game. Gabe, right? Gabe played up. He played up to the moment. That's what I'm saying. Gabe Davis played up to the moment, right? So I'm saying Josh Allen didn't play up to the moment. Josh Allen had left some plays out there. Josh Allen did not play up to the moment. I'm saying against the Bengals, he's going to play up to the moment. I'm saying other players going to play up to that moment. I think some of them play a little down. So that's what I mean by it.
Matt, do you feel the same way? Do you think we played down to our competition?
I don't. I guess there's no way to really prove it, but it certainly seems like it. The mental part of it being kind of. I can see what Rad is saying. Like he's not as locked in, and it's easier to go through the motions against a team that you think that you're more talented than.
Especially quick 17-0.
Walk through, yeah, and we're you're right that. We went up 17-0 right away. I'm thinking in my head, oh yeah, halftime, this game's going to be over, right? And it's very easy to flip that. And then as you can see, when they took the lead, we got it right back, and then we took control back of the game. But it's I can see where Rad is going with that, and I believe that we do tend to do that sometimes.
I don't think we played down to our competition at all. I mean, I think our competition was our competition. Like Miami, they made the playoffs. If they had Tua, who knows, it may be a different story in the game. Like they're not like a trash team. Like they're a divisional opponent. Like it's not. You
just told me New England Patriots are trash. Now Miami not.
New England Patriots
with Skylar Thompson. Okay.
Yeah, and that's the sad part, right? That is even worse. So some people would suggest that they had Tua, we wouldn't have won the game at all. I mean, that's a matter of opinion. But my only issue,
no matter we won.
Yeah, we did win. So, but my only issue is I don't like the fact that we played. I think we played the way we played. We were up for the game. It's a playoff game. It was a home game. Nobody played down. We played football, and we didn't make the plays necessarily to blow that team out.
But we're not a team. We're not a team that like just dropped like them passes that was dropped. I'm not.
Yes, we are a team that dropped passes. Gabe Davis dropped passes.
Yes,
Shakir is a rookie. This is his first playoff game. He dropped passes. Right. I don't know why Cole Beasley is like the fact that do y'all understand that when Cole Beasley gets in a game, he's targeted at an alarming rate? Cole Beasley's like 79 years old. Like, what are we doing? I'm just being listen. I'm not complaining. I'm just stating facts. I'm being factual. Cole Beasley was not in National Football League. And every time he gets in the game for the Buffalo Bills, we target him. I mean, it's just targeting him 5
times. That's not That's not a whole lot, man.
No, it is a lot because he actually doesn't play enough. Like he literally, they had a stat, Matt. He gets for the amount of time he's on the field, he's top 10 in targets. Like if you just do the math.
I mean, Beasley be open. I'm not like that's not. It's not like Beasley forcing it to Beasley. Beasley be open. Beasley scored a touchdown. He had another big 40-yard catch. What are you talking about? And it goes to show the receivers that was on the team. McKenzie wasn't. I don't think he even dressed this game. Did he even dress? He didn't even dress. Obviously, we playing a rookie in Shakir major minutes, so we need John Brown. Was out there, so we need these receivers to show up. And Beasley did well in those moments. So what are you even complaining about?
He did not do well. He had a third down where he went 2 yards. It was.
And he scored a touchdown.
So what? Anybody score a touchdown when you throw the ball and it's just open. My only issue is we don't have weapons.
I don't know what to say.
My only issue is we really don't have weapons. Like our offense or our wide receiving core is like legit trash kind of. Like y'all you're telling me like Cole Beasley and John Brown, bro. Like I'm just being honest. Like nobody wants to be honest. And I'm just trying to be honest.
As our fourth and fifth guy. I mean, it's not the best, but
not a fourth and fifth guy. He's the third guy. Cole Beasley's not a fourth guy.
He's the third guy in place of Isaiah McKenzie, who was out. That's exactly what it is.
And y'all happy about that?
Shakir and Beasley were. Why
happy that
we
have Cole Beasley?
Who else are we going to put in?
Oh, I mean, yes, but that doesn't make it great. Like, why can't we say that?
Let's
start there.
Let's start there. Who are we putting in that place? That's what I'm trying. We got Jamison Crowder.
You can't create a receiver and just drop it. We got what we got.
I'm not trying to create a receiver. I'm just trying to be honest and factual about what our team looks like and who we have on our team. That's all.
Beasley didn't look bad. I don't understand Beasley didn't bad enough for you to be just downing on him. I don't see.
Yeah.
I'm not down on Beasley. I'm just saying Beasley is not good anymore. Why can't I say that?
He made impactful plays in this game. What are you talking about?
Okay,
man?
Rad. Is Isaiah
Did we watch
Hodgins
the same
better
game?
than Cole Beasley? Is Isaiah Hodgins better than Cole Beasley?
Did we watch the same game?
Answer that question. Is Isaiah Hodgins better?
Why
than Cole
did that
Beasley?
matter? Why did that matter?
Asking. I'm just asking this question. Is Isaiah Hodgins better than Cole Beasley?
He's not on our team, Sam.
Oh my God! Why can't you just answer that question?
Because it's an irrelevant question. It's erroneous.
Matt, can you answer that question?
I wouldn't. I mean, right now, today, maybe Isaiah is a little bit better because he can.
I just want to know.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to know. All right. So let me ask y'all this:
could we have kept Isaiah? And I don't think we could have. Not with the talent not with how Shakir looked in the preseason and the group of receivers that we had. There just wasn't a spot for him.
And you see the receivers we got. Yeah, they suck. So my question is, this is my question to y'all. With the offense sputtering, is it a situation of, is this Josh Allen fault or is it Ken Dorsey fault? I see somebody in the comments said that Ken Dorsey got kind of lax with the plays. I'm asking.
I think it's Josh. Josh, I think the play calls was fine. I think he was running the ball well. I think, guys was open. I think, guys dropped passes. But some of those interceptions, Josh, you just can't have those. The fumble, Tony Romo called out one of the times where he was supposed to keep it on a cornerback design run, but he handed it off to Cook, and both the linemen pulled for him. So those little mental lapses that Josh clearly had in the game, right? When things get tight, when he feel like he made a mistake, he got to think about next play, Josh, but. Sometimes he get, his anxiety or he get anxious and it shows up in the football game. So those little things, obviously he's not perfect. He's not a robot. But those little things we need to tighten up. If you make that mistake, move forward, move on, and let's go. And I think, some of those bombs to Gabe Davis when, it was cover zero and he just need to get on one accord sometimes. But I don't think it was Ken Dorsey at all. I think the play calls was fine. I think it was drop passes, it was players. And I think Josh Allen just got loosey-goosey with the football.
Matt, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, I mean, I to say that the offense is sputtering, I don't know. I don't think that that's the case. I mean, we had a bunch of turnovers, but when Josh is taking care of the football, even when he is not, as we saw yesterday, I mean, the offense was balanced. We scored 34 points. We got two backs that can run the ball now. We don't really have to depend on Josh to run and throw. Josh threw for 350. He got sacked 7 times yesterday, which is crazy. So to say that they're sputtering at this point, I wouldn't really say that. I just think that definitely he's got to get more careful with the football.
So do y'all think that we're too reliant on the big play in order to move the ball?
I don't think so. I mean, I wouldn't say that. I mean, obviously they help, but I don't think we're necessarily reliant on them.
I think Josh. I think when Josh get tight, pause. When Josh get into that mode where he feel like something has to happen, right? We didn't score. It was a turnover the last possession. He does be like, I gotta make a play with my arm. I can't methodically go down the field. I gotta like get back what I didn't get last time. I do believe Josh have that in him. He do believe he needs to get it back all in one play. You know, he does do that sometimes. He does, especially against a lesser opponent like the Dolphins. We supposed to be beating the Dolphins. We the 2 seed. This is the worst team probably in the playoffs. You know what I mean? The Dolphins probably the worst team in the playoffs. And I think he felt that pressure, right? And we were supposed to win. We were supposed to come out there being dominant. And I think sometimes Josh does put that on his shoulders and try to carry us home. We know he do that. You know, that's not even like hearsay. Going back to playoffs before, that's what he's done. So I think sometimes yes, and he just got to take what's in front of him and continue. But the big plays was there. Some of them were there. Sometimes he missed. Some of them, they were drops. It was like some of the big plays were there. They were drops. Touchdowns was drops. Khalil on the fourth down, on the third down. Some of them were there. So and we can't act like he don't have that big arm and that big play ability. So I don't want to take that away from him. I don't want him to not be aggressive. So I don't think we rely on it, but I also don't want us to think that we shouldn't be looking for, because they're there. We got Diggs, Gabe, our big play guys. So we should definitely be trying to hit big plays. I'm not against it.
Interesting. So my question is, in talking about Josh Allen in that way, then who's there to reel him in? Like, who is that voice in his ear to tell him, okay, Josh, even though, Miami just took the lead, you don't have to throw 2 deep balls on first and second down and then, get sacked the third down. Obviously, the sack is not necessarily his fault, but that's what he did do. He threw 2 deep balls. Like, he threw 11 deep balls. That was more than any other quarterback in the league yesterday. And well, we don't know about today, but you know what I mean, for the game. I'm just saying. So, like, who is that person to tell him, hey, Josh, maybe you gotta just take what the defense gives you, because we had receivers that were open. He just forced a lot of throws. That's a fact. If you look at the next gen stats,
I think I would say this. I think obviously,
and it's not Ken Dorsey, because Ken Dorsey is up in the booth. He's not down there.
I would say this. They was doubling Diggs.
No, right? We had receivers open. Next gen stats said that. That's just a myth. So we had receivers open.
What are you saying? I'm telling you, they were doubling Diggs.
Okay,
so they was doubling Diggs, 1-on-1 with Gabe Davis, who was having a great game, right? There were missed throws, and Gabe Davis beat him a couple times. If Josh had better throws, it was, that was technically, that's probably the best read he had. Gabe Davis was beating guys. He was having his best game of the season. Diggs was being double teamed, 1-on-1 on the outside with a third or fourth cornerback. You want to hit those. You want to know that I can hit my number 2 receiver, can beat 1-on-1s on the opposite side. That should be layups for us. Josh missed those throws back to back. He got to make those throws. It's point blank period. You got to make those throws. That's the right play to me. I'm not mad at the play. That's the right play. That was a fourth. It was the fourth cornerback. It was somebody that shouldn't be playing on Gabe Davis, who's having the best game of the season. Hit the play, Josh. Make the throw. And I think he was too tight. He was too anxious about it. He wanted it too hard. Hit the throw. I think the throw should have been there.
No, I'm asking you, who's responsible to tell him that?
It's probably Joe Brady, who's on the sideline with him all game, or or Ken Dorsey might. I mean, he's up in the booth, but he's still in constant communication with him, right? But your person on the field,
he can't talk to him during he can't.
Yeah, your person on the field is Joe Brady,
you know what I mean?
The quarterback coach and the offensive quality control guy, right? So that's your guy. If you're looking for the answer of who exactly that is.
But does he? Does he have that rapport with Josh Allen?
I mean, he's been with him for 2 seasons. I don't see how he wouldn't.
But this Josh, 6-7 season, man, he got to know this, right? We talking about MVP level. We talking about we trying to win a Super Bowl. We talking about Josh. You got to know that. I mean, what he say? Hey, hit the throw. Like, yo, you know that. Josh know this.
Yeah.
This ain't 2 year in Josh. This is Josh Allen who got control over the offense. You clearly he can make hot routes. He can do whatever he want. Him and Diggs can look at each other, do the googly eyes with each other. He can hit Diggs if he got a one-on-one. Josh got control of this offense. Josh, hit the throw. Nobody should tell him this. What we doing? We ain't babysitting him.
Thank you. I think Eddie's right. I disagree with both of y'all. It's Sean McDermott. Like y'all say that, but like if you look at a Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid had to do that. He had to pull him to the side, and it's multiple reports. We've had stories on it, and I'm not making this up.
Yeah, but Andy Reid also calls the plays. He's also
it doesn't matter. He's the head coach. It still falls. So you say Sean McDermott cannot tell Josh Allen anything? It's his job.
He can tell him.
Right. So that's what he's supposed to do. Pull him, just reel him in. I think
you don't think he does that ever? You don't think he ever has a conversation with him?
I don't know what he does. I don't know what he does. I'm saying that Sean McDermott in these moments should be able to put Josh aside and say, listen, this is what we need to do. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Because my only issue is when we say that Josh Allen does this. This is not a new thing, right? You are right. This is a repetitive behavior. Like, it wasn't until earlier this season Josh was taking checkdowns, and all of a sudden he has hero ball in him. He has that. He does that. He gets like this, and we love him when it works. But generally, when it gets to this playoff time, it falls through. We see it. It happens to every player. When you are hero ball, it does not work. You have to use your teammates. You have to have confidence in them. I'm just saying that these are the things.
But Sam, you contradicting yourself, right? You saying you don't want him to throw it to Cole Beasley. You don't want Cole Beasley in the game. I did not
say throw it to Cole Beasley. I'm just saying that's the state of our team, that Josh Allen has to throw it to Cole Beasley. That's all I'm saying. We got to be realistic with that.
You don't want him to throw Cole Beasley, but when he's trying to hit Gabe Davis on one-on-one against a fourth cornerback, you saying he playing hero ball. What you want him to do?
I want him to be great. It's a fine line.
I do too.
It's a fine line. I'm not saying it's a fine line. But also I want to ask y'all too, how do y'all feel about the our offensive line? I don't know if like Jalen Phillips just seemed like it's just like every play I just kept seeing him do things.
They had a terrible game.
Thank you, E. That wasn't the argument. But so the offensive line had a terrible game. We were all in agreement on that.
Yeah.
They had a terrible game.
Yeah, and I think AFC wise though, I think that
we're
this
trash.
is the best. No, I think AFC wise, this is the best defensive line that we're gonna face from here on out. I mean, they have some top talent across the. Melvin Ingram seems to have our number to whatever team he plays for, whether it be the Chargers, the Steelers, the Dolphins, whatever. Then you got Christian Wilkins, who's a beast. Jalen Phillips. They have Bradley Chubb. He was on a snap count because he was still kind of injured. So they got a really good defensive line. So that might not be, as a telltale sign for how much trouble we are in on the offensive line. But I guess we'll have to see it this coming week to see if there's any improvements or any changes to go.
No, they play bad, right? They play bad.
They did.
Josh, Phillips was, that was the University of Miami,
the greatest player of all time.
Yeah, he looked like
oh my God,
he like Jason. Was it Jason Taylor?
Jason Taylor, yeah.
He looked like Jason Taylor. He looked like Jason Taylor. It was like he was just in there all day, every day. Even Bradley Chubb, who they pay all that to get him. He wasn't good all year till that game. He had some good plays too. We just play bad, right? Next game we got to figure that out. I don't know if we got to running backs got to come and chip. We got to leave some tight ends in. We got to play Morris and Knox both together. I don't know what we got to do, but Josh can get sacked seven times against moving forward.
No, but I mean,
we can't have that.
The Bengals, we're not going to see that same type of, at least in my opinion, I don't think we're going to see that same type of pressure because they don't have the talent on that side of that.
I mean, I didn't know that Miami had that talent either. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know that they were just the greatest.
They got 5
defensive line.
5 like.
I know
they got Hubbard and the other guy. They got Hubbard and the other guy.
But we do too, and we don't get pressure. We got talent.
We don't have 5 top 15 picks on our.
We don't have top 15, but like I said, we do have in our front 7, 8. We got we got
3.
What I'm saying is it's like 6 top 20, top 60 players in our front 8. I'm just being honest. But so I wanted to ask that.
Most teams got 2 or 3 first round picks on the D line. That's how it is. That's
actually
if
not
you want
true.
a good D
That's actually
lineman, you got to
not a
go
real
get
thing.
him in the first round pick. That's how they go.
That's actually not a real thing that you just said. But I do want to ask y'all this, since we are playing the Cincinnati Bengals, and since Cincinnati Bengals O-line is in shambles, I wanted to ask y'all this question because I think Eddie said it in the comments that our defensive line is trash and we don't get any pressure at all. So I wanted to ask y'all guys this. In previewing this game, let's start in the trenches, right? Let's start in the trenches. Obviously, we missed Von Miller, but Von Miller's not coming back. So Matt, can you is our defensive line just doo-doo? Or like what is it? No, I'm asking.
I mean, I can't say that we're garbage, but we definitely have lost that. And I know Rad hit on it last week. We lost that closer when Von got hurt, right? And that's what we went out there and got him for. We do have two, a first rounder, 2 first rounders, and a second rounder on our D line in rotation. You got Ed Oliver, you got Rousseau, we got Basham, we got Shaq Lawson, who was a first rounder. We got a rotation of guys that can play and they show up sometimes, but this has to be a game where they I'm hoping that they watched the game yesterday and are excited leading up to this, because the Cincinnati offensive line looked terrible last night. So they should be licking their chops this week, and ready to kind of redeem themselves and be the reason why we get a victory this week, I think.
Rad, are we ready to say that Ed Oliver is actually not good, or what's the jury out on that one?
He showed up sometimes, right? He's not a pass rusher. I say
okay.
That. We know.
Is he a run stopper?
He's in that mode, right? He's not a pass rusher, so I'm not expecting a sack from Ed Oliver ever.
Yeah.
Never actually. So I think he can make tackles. He can finish plays. He's good. He's okay. He's okay. He's an okay player. I think our D line is literally the D line of last year. Last year we didn't really get pressure unless we blitzed or unless we manufactured it. Milano, Teron Johnson, those guys, we're gonna have to blitz. We're probably going to blitz Burrow a little bit. That O line, obviously we're gonna try not to, because that O line is banged up. I think they lost a left tackle too. They lost another one.
Yeah, he might not play. Probably not playing.
They lost another offensive lineman in that game as well. So obviously we want to.
We can't rush 4. You don't think?
I don't know. I want to, right? I want to, because we need all the extra help we can against those wide receivers. But when we blitz, Milano gets home, right? Edmonds get home, Teron Johnson get home. These guys gets home when we blitz. So we're going to. And we've been doing that the last few games. I believe that's going to be still the scheme. Trey White has, been looking better. Elam showed up a little bit. So I think the secondary, I don't know. They saying Hyde probably gonna be out this game as well, but maybe we get Hyde back sooner than later. Maybe that to help with that secondary. But I think we're gonna blitz. We're gonna send some people. And I like when we blitz. I don't like just assuming we just gonna rush forward and hope somebody get there. No, we need to go put Burrow down. Period.
So let me ask y'all this, because a lot of pundits have been saying the Bills can't tackle. We have tackling issues. Are we afraid of, the Bengals just coming on and just say, all right, we can't pass block, but let's just see if they can stop us in the run. We have a better running back than most. I mean, regardless, to be honest, I think if Raheem Mostert was playing yesterday, they would have definitely ran better. And Joe Mixon, some say he's better than him. So what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'm not worried. I'm about to say I'm not worried about them running the ball at all, to be completely honest with you. Front seven's been formidable against the run for majority of the games this year, so I'm not worried about that at all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to poo-poo it, because obviously Joe Mixon is a higher echelon name. But when you watch them, it's it's 3 yards, 3 yards, it's 3 yards, it's 3 yards. He might, once they get towards the red zone, he might pop it in for a touchdown, but he not breaking yard, he not breaking no big runs. It's 3-4 yards if that a pop. Milano, Edmonds is tackling well good. Milano missed a couple tackles, but they tackle well. Teron Johnson tackle well. Poyer, they all tackle well. So I'm not worried about them beating us through the run game. It's Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins. Them the 3 names that we got to worry about. Them the 3 names that can be explosive and can exploit some things on the back end. Besides that, I think I'm confident in stopping the run. Like it's a situation, especially with their O-line being banged up, and Joe Mixon hasn't had that year where I'm scared of him as a running back.
Okay, so everybody in the comments, I think I want to revisit something we used to do. We used to pick 2 keys for success in the coming game, right? We're playing the Bengals in the divisional at home, I think at 3:00 on Sunday, so you can still go to church. So Matt, give me 2 keys for success. Give me 2 keys for success.
The keys for success are obviously getting to Burrow or knocking the receivers off of their timing. We saw a lot of that last night in the Baltimore game. Marcus Peters, Marlon Humphrey, those guys, they were hitting Jamar Chase at the line. They played a lot of press. They got physical with those guys, and they don't like that. They didn't like that at all. They weren't successful. I mean, Jamar Chase had 83 yards and a touchdown, but if you really watch the whole game, like they were getting them off the field, and that's how they were accomplishing it. They were getting to Joe and knocking those guys off of those routes, so it would give the D line a little bit more time to get to the quarterback. So that's going to be our biggest key to success. And then the other key to success is just going to be dominating on the other side, right? The Bengals defense isn't great. And we got to take care of the football and capitalize. No turnovers, especially in the red zone. We got to come out with if we're in the red zone, we got to come up with the points every time. No giveaways down in the money area.
Interesting.
For me, what Matt just said, the number one and the key to this game is turnovers, bro. Like we can't turn the ball over. We can't give Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins short fields. Period. Yeah. We can't give them no short fields. We can't, because what Skylar Thompson don't do with Tyreek Hill, give Joe Burrow that. Put Joe Burrow against Miami. We definitely lose that game because the turnovers were killer, right? We cannot turn the ball over like that. We scored 34 points with 3 or 4 turnovers, right? If we don't turn the ball over, we probably have 40, over 40 points scored, right? So if we don't turn the ball over, continue to hit them big plays. Like we hitting big plays. We haven't hit big plays all year. Teams are in the playoffs. They do a little different things, showing us different looks, doubling digs, trying to take digs away. But trust Gabe Davis, trust Shakir, trust Cole Beasley's of this world to make big plays, to trust the running games, Cook, Singletary. And our offense, I think the play calls, our offense, we dynamic enough. I know you talk about our offense ain't good, but we scoring 34 points and more every game. So, but that's your argument. But
I didn't say our offense wasn't good. I said our receivers are trash.
You said our offense isn't good. Well, whatever.
I never said that.
Okay, but all that being said, I think we're good. I think if we don't turn the ball over, our offense is as good, our defense is better, and we should win this game.
And to suggest Miami scored 31, would you say their offense was good yesterday? I mean, just saying that doesn't mean anything, though. I just want to be clear.
Yeah, but I'm saying we consistently do it.
That's okay, and they do too. If you look, I think they have more points in the season. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Oh, yes, but when Tua plays, their offense is great, actually.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I mean, okay.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Anyways, to keys for success for me is coaching. I think that when you look at Cincinnati versus the Ravens, I thought that the Ravens disguised coverages very well. You know what I mean? They did certain things, even coming up at the line, faking the press coverage, and then backing off into zones and things of that nature. If you watch them very closely, I thought they played an outstanding game. It was an outstanding coached game, and I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. I don't know the last time I've looked at the Buffalo Bills and said, man, this was an amazing schemed out game. Like, oh my God, like this was like schemed to the T. Like the defense was always in the right place. Like they disguised coverage, they confused the quarterback. I don't know the last time I've seen that. And that may have been the Chiefs game. That may have been the Chiefs game, but that's a long time. And I don't want to wait to another Chiefs game to see that. I think we need to do that against Joey B. We need to figure some things out. So Leslie Frazier, I don't know what you're doing right now. But scheme some stuff up. Look at the last game, whatever your process is, because I just haven't seen it personally. Like just even though it was a lot of turnovers yesterday, it's still Skylar Thompson. And quite honest, they dropped a lot of passes. I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. Like he has some great passes, and if they caught him, who knows what the game is. And it wasn't because the defense was there; they just dropped the ball. So
some of them was because the defense was there, though. The Trey White,
I don't think that at all.
No,
but
we knocked balls out of people's hands for sure.
That may have been twice, but for the most part, I've seen some good passes. So I'll say this: so coaching is a big part, and obviously it's Josh Allen. He plays hero ball, but he is our hero. And I think that he's been doing that more and more this season, simply because he looks at the talent he has on the team and he knows that they're actually not good. And I'm with Josh Allen on that. I think looking at his receivers and not Diggs, and Josh Allen is saying in his mind, "Oh my God, I think I actually have to do it by myself." You know what I'm saying? It's like I got 79-year-old Beasley. I got John Brown running bombs. I got a McKenzie. He didn't even play. Shakir is a rookie. Gabe Davis let me down this year. I'm just no. What I'm saying is that Josh Allen, being as great as he is, he lifts people up. And I'm throwing a light bone at Josh Allen. I'm telling Josh now, listen, Josh, you got to be our hero. I'm gonna keep it a stack bundle. And let me say, it's not Ken Dorsey. Ken Dorsey is not the issue. Ken Dorsey doesn't throw interceptions. And I love you, Mama Coach. It's not Ken Dorsey is not the issue. Ken Dorsey is a pretty good offensive coordinator. You know what I mean? Albeit he had guys open. Guys were open. Josh Allen just threw the balls he wanted to throw because he knew in his mind he had to win the game.
Receivers drop passes. If Knox, I think Knox catch that touchdown, 21 zip. It's just not
over.
Not going to 17. It just momentum switched. It was just an iffy game. But grab that touchdown, clear that bomb. That was, it was just a lot of big plays that were missed. That I think we gonna hit on. He gonna hit some of those one if the Cincinnati double Diggs, which I don't think they will, but if they take the thing and blitz and cover zeros on Josh, I think we're gonna have a better game plan for that. I don't think we planned well for cover zeros and blitzes and doubling on Diggs and going one-on-one. I don't think we thought they were going to come with that, right? They were really the Miami Dolphins were really aggressive on the defensive end, and I'm not saying that's not okay, but I don't know if we necessarily planned for that. But I think if Cincinnati going to do that, I think we're going to have a better game plan and a better setup to beat those type of coverages. And I hope they do.
So I just want to ask this question. I just want to ask this question for everybody listening out there, for Rad and Matt. Just answer the question. Rad and Matt, if you have a receiver who does not catch the ball, are they a good receiver? Yes or no? Just a yes or no, fundamentally.
I would say no.
Rad, would you say no too?
No, they can play special teams to be good special teamers.
All right, so receivers that don't catch the ball are really not good.
Shout out to Slater.
Listen,
Rashawn Slater for the New England Patriots. He only caught one pass. He could probably go to Hall of Fame, bro.
So I just want to say, everybody in the comments that keep saying that our receivers need to catch, clearly, if our receivers need to catch, that means that they're not catching. You do the math. I don't know. You do the math. Yeah. But let me ask you this.
You ain't mentioned. I want Mike on the show too. If Mike watching, I don't know if he's watching. Y'all ain't mentioned Gabe Davis at all. Y'all had all the smoke for Gabe Davis, and y'all ain't say his name. Did you big game Gabe? Do you care? Do you think he stepped up?
Big game, are you big game? No, I don't. No.
How's it not?
No. What? I just think that I think Josh Allen is just that good. At some point, somebody is.
Now Josh Allen is that good that he is
that good. I never said Josh Allen wasn't that good. I think it was just osmosis.
All right.
I think it's osmosis. Something had to happen. Like if you keep dropping passes, I think at some point, hopefully you can catch a pass. I think that's just what it is.
He made huge. He made.
It's like when somebody's hit, when somebody throw the ball and hit your face, it's just like I hope you can't catch it. Like, I mean, golly.
He caught some tough passes. He caught some tough passes.
I think he got it. The one thing I will give him credit for, he got his feet in on that touchdown pass because throughout the whole season, he hasn't got his feet in. And I've been screaming that for about 20 weeks. So thank God for that. He got his feet in. Shout out to Gabe Davis for doing your job. Thank God for you doing your job. Catching the ball is your job. You did your job. So let me ask y'all this. I need score predictions. Let's just go with it. It's the playoffs. I haven't been asking them. I want score predictions. Matt, give me your score prediction.
Yeah, my score prediction this week is going to be 34-28 Bills.
Wow. A barn burner. 34-28 Bills.
Yep.
For me, I definitely think we're gonna get to that 30 point. I think we're gonna get I'm gonna say 31-24 Bills. 31-24 Bills.
31-24. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna keep it a stack, man. This is what the score should be. The score should be 37-17 Bills. That's what the score should be.
Oh, wow.
But I honestly think the score probably will be 17-14 Bills. I don't know, for some reason, it's playoff time. Like, I don't think that the Bengals are not a bad team, but I think we should blow them out. But for whatever reason, it's just Vegas. You do the math. The point spread is 4. For
the Bengals, that's a good line.
5.5 right now.
It went up. Wait a minute, it went up to 5.5.
They begging people to take the Bengals. That's what they do.
Yeah,
they want you to take the Bengals.
People are going to hammer the Bengals.
Yeah,
they begging you to take the Bengals.
It started at 4. That's where the line was. It was at 4.
Because everybody taking it. I mean, that's.
Oh, you're taking the Bills. Everybody's taking the Bills. Everybody's taking the Bills because of the linemen, probably, and all that.
Because we just watched them against the Ravens. Obviously, we watched. If you watch both games,
yeah, right. Like that is not.
No, but if you watch both games, it's not the Bengals look like it's just
they
like
can't score.
They something they can't fix. The Bills look like they can fix those problems.
They can't fix score.
That. Bengals look like they can't fix that. So we'll see.
The Bengals couldn't score. I mean, they had 2 touchdowns and they scored off a long, stupid fumble. They literally could not score. And I don't know if the Ravens defense is better than the Buffalo Bills. I'm not sure. I know that they schemed up. I mean, they're as good. And I know that they may have a coaching that they definitely have a better coach. That's a fact. But so I mean, let's see. I'm very interested to see the game. Obviously, that goes without saying. And y'all got any last second thoughts on the game itself, or just the overall playoffs? How about this? Do y'all think that the Jaguars is going to beat the Chiefs? Let me just throw that out there real quickly.
No.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
All right, everybody. I got Jaguars, Buffalo Bills here in the AFC. I do. I think Doug Peterson got some up his sleeves. I'm gonna keep it a stacked bundle with you. I do.
Don't get me wrong. I would love them. I want them to win.
No way.
And y'all know I said it. We said it. If y'all listen to us, we was on the radio. Be on the lookout. Waffle 96.5 FM. I think it's 1080 and maybe 1570. Write both of them down AM. But be on the lookout for our radio show. We're gonna be on the radio. We're gonna give y'all some more information. That's coming soon. We was on the radio Saturday at 10:30. You know what I'm saying? Preaching that good old Overdue Bills football. But and we said it on the radio. I said Doug Peterson was a better coach than Brandon Staley. So I mean, listen, generally better coach sometimes wins. I mean, it just tends to happen that way most of the time. We'll see. I mean, one got a Super Bowl, one got. I mean, who knows?
I think Peterson is from the street. But we'll see. No, I think it's the rematch is coming. Bills Chiefs is coming. We see it. And I think that's. I don't want to look past the Bengals. I think they have definitely a formula.
I'm not either, but they suck.
I'm definitely not doing that. But I think Bills Chiefs is coming for sure.
Yo, 37-17, man. I'm calling it, man. I'm gonna keep it a stack. That's what the game should be. We should blow them out. Matt, you should be able to go home early. I'm just calling this fade. But with that being said, Matt, we gotta talk about the contest. We have to talk about the contest.
Yep. No doubt. So this week we had
hold on. One second, Matt. Everybody in the chat, everybody in the comments, flame Joyce Tate Frankenstein. I don't know who that is, but flame her right now for saying that the Bengals are going to win 24-17. We appreciate you. Please like, share, rate, and resubscribe. But please flame her right now. Matt, let the people know about the contest.
All right, so no, you guys don't have to flame it. We're all inclusive podcast here. We accept both of both of them. But anyways, and then answered JT. They were there the first week at the tailgate, so at least some of the guys were. So definitely when you guys come out to the game, I have to bring you up to the tailgate. Sam was definitely there. Mills was there. Rad hasn't been out yet. He doesn't get out to games anymore. But anyways, contest. This week we had 2 prizes. Nobody won Mills' money, but I don't know. It's a little bit of an inside job. We had our first winner this week, Tony Lewis. So
Tony won she won like 3 times this year, man. What's going on?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Little home cooking. I don't know.
Tony, she was bereaved. I think her grandfather. So prayers to her. Maybe that's what it is. She got cheered up. Shout out to Buffalo Wing Kings.
Yes. So yeah, Tony, we'll be hitting you up with your prize. It's either going to be a gift card to Buffalo Wing Kings or a Overdue Bills hat. I think she has everything that we sell on the website. I'm pretty sure she's gonna, shout out to her. She's a repeat customer. Appreciate it.
Sure. Love the support.
But yeah, no, we had Tony Lewis was our first winner, and the second winner. Bear with me for 1 second. We had I just had it. Sorry, guys. Mary Lang Hocutt. She was our second winner.
Wow.
She went with the DeMar line of 333 yards passing. Josh Allen finished with 352 yards passing. Tony guessed 360, and then Mary Lang was the next closest to the passing because we didn't have anybody predict the score itself. She had 333 yards. She was the next closest by a long shot. So shout out to you guys. We'll be reaching out to you to get your prizes to you this week. But we're gonna do. What's that?
No, I'm saying how could they win? How could they win this week?
Yeah, we're gonna do the same contest this week. We're gonna be giving away 2 prizes: predict the score, playoff edition, Bills versus Bengals, showdown at the Ralph or High Mark, whatever you call it. It's gonna be a predict the score, and as a tiebreaker, you're gonna split it up with Josh Allen's passing yards and his rushing yards. You don't combine them. You want to split it up to have a tiebreaker on top of a tiebreaker. But you guessed that. Put it in before Sunday at 12:45, and the winners will get either a hat that I'm wearing right now, an Overdue Bills winner hat, or a $30 gift certificate to Buffalo Wing Kings. So definitely be on the lookout for that.
How cold it is, I'm definitely taking the hat.
Definitely get your submit. Oh yeah, I wear this hat every week. It's money. So it's definitely look out for this on the website too. It's available now if you don't already got it. But yeah, definitely get in that contest and good luck.
Listen, please enter into the contest, man. The contest has been going crazy. We definitely appreciate Buffalo Wing Kings, and we want to be a blessing to the fans because y'all been with us every show, and we definitely appreciate y'all, man. So listen, we gonna be here next week. You know what I mean? And I'm predicting a win. I'm gonna be honest. I'm predicting a win. So we gonna be here next week talking about, you know what I'm saying, the AFC Championship game, getting ready for the big day. And hopefully the Jaguars win and we have another home game. You know what I'm saying? The AFC goes through Buffalo. That's just how it goes. With that being said, we appreciate y'all. Like, share, review, rate, and subscribe. And y'all know how we end every show with a little bit of that. Hey.
Only Buffalo is going to win it,
Kick your heels up and down.
We'll see why the Buffalo Bills are en route to the playoffs.
Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout.
Buffalo Bills go undefeated. And we're going to the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Now, baby, come on.
No one
Come on
circles the
and
wagon.
shout.